The man in the Godzilla suit still came along for the next movie. If they stopped and told anyone about the suit man, Toho would have been sued and ridiculed for keeping such a disgusting creation. So they decided to keep him out of the public eye so they could bank off the success of Gojira. The man in the Godzilla suit has been examined by private doctors. The doctors say that he had consumed a drug that made his skin and flesh inflate inside the suit, and the skin and flesh fused together, making the outside of the suit his new skin. His bones were rearranged inside, matching with the height of the suit. It turned out that he could see out of the eye sockets of the suit, but his eyes were bloodshot. The name for the actor who plays Anguirus is unknown. People on set noticed how he was weirded out by the man in the suit. No one had told him what happened, and what he was now. The man in the Godzilla suit was very cooperative. Even after losing his vocal cords, he could make noises, like that of an animal. Everything was fine, until the last scene where the fight would commence. The man in the Godzilla suit would chomp on the actor's head, making him bleed. This was not a part of the script. The actor would yell for help. As the teeth clamped onto him, he would stop moving. The man in the suit would protect the unconscious actor, as he roared at anyone who came close to it. The actor would awaken, shaking violently as he breathed heavily. The crew on set helped him up. Fearing the worst, they tried to take off the suit, but it wouldn't budge. A picture was taken of the man in the suit roaring and protecting the unconscious actor. They examined the actor when they could safely approach him. This is what they expected. This is what they found. Neat! It looks as though the Godzilla suit incident is not an isolated occurrence. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, you should go watch my first video about the Godzilla incident. If you're not gonna do that because you suck, here's a real quick rundown. A suit actor who was playing Godzilla became obsessed with wearing this suit and the idea of being the giant lizard monster. Eventually, he refuses to take off the suit at all, and even begins to act more and more animalistic. After a while, he stops responding completely, and when they opened the suit, it was revealed that his flesh was melting and he was slowly fusing with the suit itself. Got it? Good! With that out of the way, let's take a look at the new information we find in this episode. Evidently, we learn that this man didn't just melt into a Godzilla suit because that's a normal thing that humans do all the time, but he did it because he either took or was given a drug that altered both his thought processes and his body to fit perfectly into Gojira. While some might state that he could have taken this drug of his own volition because he's fucking crazy or some shit, I believe that the fact that the company keeps the lizard suit monster is proof enough that they drugged the original actor in order to get a free Godzilla actor for life, like I theorized in the first section. We also learned from when the first unnamed guy bit the second unnamed guy that the effects of this drug are infectious. By the way, did they just never write down the names of their actors? They sure took a hell of a lot of photos, though.
You think we should get these guys' identities in case if another one gets liquefied in a reptile suit?
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
They're still gonna want credit, you cunt.
Whatever stupid joke I shoehorned in aside, the company behind all this crap is at least slightly dubious for holding on to a melted suit actor that now feels a latex suit, rather than informing his family of the fact that their husband/father now resembles a mixture of red and pink silly putty. A company that is dubious is definitely not one that I would want having an infectious condition that effectively transforms anyone afflicted by it into the perfect perpetual worker for anything requiring a suit. But I'm sure nothing bad will happen, so we can all just stop worrying about it forever. This is the only new information we can gauge thus far about the situation, but it does raise a few more questions. Did the company intentionally drug the actor? What kind of drug is infectious? Is the goal behind all this simply to get more unpaid monster actors? Or is Toho planning something more sinister with this pharmaceutical? All this and more in the next Tales from the Godzilla suit man thing. Anyways, if you like this video and want me to cover more analog horror, you should like, comment, and subscribe with all notifications enabled, and watch all my other videos, or I'll melt you into a Godzilla suit. I want to shout out the original creator of this amazing project. Shout out the Inner Circle. Love y'all.